Big up to everyone, lovely family and lovely friends out there, wherever you're watching Awini Unity Sports from. Thank you so much for always being part of the family right here. And happy Tuesday to you as well, whatever part you may be watching me from, particularly if you're watching me from any part of Ghana or any part of the world. Thank you once again for always being part of Awini Unity Sports family right here. This video I have a lot to share with you right here. Tomorrow, Wednesday, is a game day. Ghana World Cup qualifiers matches. To remind you, Ghana have two crucial World Cup qualifiers matches to play. Tomorrow, Ghana going to play against Central African Republic, and that game going to be taking place in Morocco. And the second game, Ghana going to play against Comoros, and that game going to be taking place in Ghana Accra Sports Stadium. But this video, our focus right here is to give you our possible lineup for Ghana tomorrow, like how we normally does it right here. We want the best players to start for Ghana. Players that we are seeing them doing very well in their club side, scoring goals, giving assists. These are the players we want them to start for Ghana tomorrow. And this lineup is coming from Awini Unity Sports team right here. This is not from the coach. Get to remind you on that. So this is some of the things I'm going to be sharing with you. You can also leave your thought on the comment section if you agree with the players I'm going to be sharing with you right here, that they are the ones I believe that they should start for Ghana. So leave your thought. But before we dive deep to the main details, let's do this together, whatever part you may be watching me from.
This is Awini Unity Sports, your #1 stop for everything Ghana football. From the Black Stars blazing the pitch to the young stars rising and ready to take over the world, we've got it all here. If you love Ghana football, if you believe in the next generation of legends, then don't just watch. Join the family. Smash that subscribe button and let's make Ghana football unstoppable together.
So yes, I hope you have already subscribed to the channel, and if you did so, thank you so much for being part of the family right here once again. So like I said, this video, my focus right here is to give you my possible lineup that I believe that they should start against Central African Republic. And if these players, the coach take confidence to start these players I'm talking about, this is my opinion. I do believe that we're going to get more than 2 goals on the game based on the performance they are giving out there. So very quick one, let's drive to the main details right here with you. The lineup right here is 4-2-3-1. Okay, 4-2-3-1. I'm going to be starting number 1 right here is Benjamin Asare. I would love to see Lawrence Atizigi number 1 in Ghana, but it's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult. Why? Because Asare is always trying to keep a clean sheet. So it's going to be difficult to say, okay, you have to drop him. So for that very good reason, I'm going to be maintaining him as number 1 right there. Moving to the left back. Left back, I'm going for Gideon Mensah. He has been part of the team quite for some time now, also doing very well in the club side. I spoke about some few games that a lot of errors that I always see quite for some few games, which I believe that he's human and is going to improve much more better. So for that very good reason, I'm going to be starting him on the left side. The right back, I'm going for Eli Duseru. He's back from injury, doing very well. And when you look at after returning back from injury, he's performing very, very well out there. I would not want to use the young man right there who plays football in Denmark because he's not a typical right back. So for that very good reason, I'm going to be using Eli Duseru on the right back. Now to the center backs, which I'm not going to be wasting time right here. Mohamed Salisu going to be starting for my lineup right here alongside Alexander Juku, because these two partners that have been there, they play very well when I always see them being at the back. So that is the players I'm going to be starting. So you can see the goalkeeper and the defenders. Now let's move to the 2 midfielders that are going to be playing behind the defenders. Kosi Sibo, the last time I played partner with Thomas and we play against Mali. It was very good. The confidence level was very, very high. But I do not know why he's not really getting playing time. Last week, they lost. I think the last 2 weeks, they went away. His club, Real Oviedo, in the Spanish La Liga side. They won 2-1 against Valencia. But during the weekend, they play at home. He could not play last week as well. They lost during the weekend 2-0 against Levante in the Spanish La Liga. But that do not mean that he starting for Blaster is going to be bad. No. So I think he have to start the game alongside the senior man, Thomas. So Thomas is going to be his partner right there. So now moving from that, let's move to the front three that are going to be playing behind the midfielders, the two midfielders. My right side, I'm going to be using Fatau Isahako. Watching of the kind of performance he's putting out there and the kind of goals he's scoring, and if you look at that shot that he nearly scored as one of the best goals in the season, and we know him to be scoring those kind of goals back on the under 20 and stuff like that. So I will want him to start. And the last time we played against Central African Republic, he was in the starting lineup. And when you look at the kind of performance he put out there, you can see it by yourself. I want to see him against Central African Republic. And going to the left wing, I'll be going for Joseph Pencil. He's doing very well in the MLS. I think he's the only Ghanaian to score a hat-trick in the US MLS. Wait, when they come to the national team, we are not giving this young man a chance to just even play full 90 minutes or 70th minute for 2 matches. We always try to bring him when things are falling apart. We are always trying to bring him when things are not going well. And even bringing him most of the time is always giving like maybe 10 minutes. Highest is 15 minutes. I do not remember the last time he came on in a game on 15 minutes. Sometimes 12 minutes, 80 something minutes. So I think this time around, the coach, you have to give this young man, the players are doing very well in their club side. Let them start this game and let's see what they are bringing to the national team. Now, the number 10 is Mohamed Kudus. A lot of people always say Mohamed Kudus operate from the wings. Yes, Mohamed Kudus can operate from the left wing, the right wing, attacking midfielder, or even a main, like a forward. Ayaz, he used to play as a forward. Sometimes he play as a winger. Sometimes he play as a midfielder, attacking midfielder. So I'm going to be putting him as attacking midfielder right here. Now, who else? I want Anthony to lead the attack. Looking at the performance that he's having out there, we want to see that performance in Ghana Blasters. And these players, if they get everything right, if these players they start and they get everything right, someone shouldn't tell me that these players cannot score more than 2 goals against Central African Republic. And you know why? Not to disrespect Central African Republic, but if you look at Blasters' performance even last week, should tell you that when these players they start, they can get a lot of goals. So you can see the lineup on your screen. Okay, Mensah, Salisu, Alexander, Seydou, Sibo, and Thomas, Joseph, Kudus, Abdul, and Anthony. You can see the lineup right there. Let me know what do you think about this lineup. Let me know what you think out there. These 2 matches, I'm not expecting something like we have qualified, we have managed to get a draw from Central African Republic, and we are getting a win against Comoros, or we are winning Comoros and we are qualified, so we are going to play draw against Comoros. No, these 2 matches I want Black Stars to get 6 points and a very good score line. Because when you are beating teams, even if you qualify finish, check Morocco, check Egypt. When they meet these countries that are not really that much developed in terms of football, they don't care that whether we are qualified already. They're going to punish you. If they get the chance, they're going to give you more goals. So that when another team is coming to play against them, you're gonna have some fear that wow, this team, they are very good. But the moment you allow yourself for those kind of countries, not to disrespect those countries, but in terms of football, Ghana is far ahead of those countries that we are going to play against them. So if you allow yourself for those people to give you pressure, how do you think that other countries gonna afraid you? Because so the Blacks are the spirit Ghana used to have back of the days, and when team is coming to play against Ghana, they are afraid. Look at even 2010. Look at Germany. They played the World Cup not losing a single, not drawing against any team apart from only Ghana. Ghana used to have some spirit that when you hear the name of Ghana Black Stars, you come into play, fear alone will let you not even to play. But now it is not like that. Everybody now think that, oh, we can go to Ghana and beat Ghana easy because based on the performance we are giving out there. So I want the coach to give the best players are doing out there. And this is my best, I think. Thomas Asante, before coming to the game, before coming to the national team, already scoring base, doing very well. So I'm expecting him to come in second half. And Kamaldeen Sulemana to be also coming for Fatau Isahako, then what do you call? Christopher Bonsuba also coming in for that is Joseph as well. That would be a player that I want to see. I'm not expecting any player like maybe to come in. That is not necessarily about it. You have to change a lot of players and stuff like that. Depend how the game is going. Okay, so let me know what you think about this lineup I'm giving you out there. Let me know what you think. Do you think that this lineup is actually players that you really want them to start? Because we have a lot of good quality players. When you check up the bench, when you check on the midfield, we have a very good players. So that is what I'm not expecting Jordan to start, but Otuado gonna start Jordan. I'm not saying he's the bad player, but there are some players, themselves, they don't need to expect that every game I want to play. Let's say Jordan, even the club side is not going very well. So I think Jordan even need to understand sometime that this with my age now, 33 or something, not all the time I expect to play, but being in the national team going to be important for the team to encourage the young boys, even though if you are not playing or maybe you get a few chance to play and the coach trying to substitute you, you need to understand that you are not Jordan that we used to know. You are not younger anymore. So I want the coach to take a bold decision, start these guys, let us see the performance they are giving out there for their club side. If they can also translate that. And now, the good news is Central African Republic, most of some of their key players are not in the squad due to injury, particularly their main man, a player like Kondombia, who play football in Olympique Marseille, the French League One. He's not part of the squad, and that is their dangerous player. So they have a lot of players, also good, and they will, they also have a new coach, and they would like to. Their players will like to prove to their new coach that they deserve to be part of the national team, and for them going to play against Ghana, whether they win or not, they are not going nowhere. So pressure is not going to be on them. Pressure is going to be on Ghana that we must win that game. That is where it's going to be very, very tough to play. The last time I said it, when Ghana was going to play against Chad, I said it that Chad, they have a new coach. So the players will want to press the coach so that they can get a chance for the national team. And the coach will also want to show that he's a good coach to the country. And the first time, almost for so many years that they played that game, you see what happened. We end up drawing that game against Chad. That is where tomorrow game is not going to be easy. But I do believe that if the coach get a selection right, we're going to get that 3 maximum points. And that is my lineup you are seeing on your screen. Let me know if you agree or not. And also let me know the players that you feel that the coach should start against Central African Republic. And the coach do monitor whatever is going on social media. And if your own also makes sense, why not? The coach can also take your advice and it will help the motherland, the beautiful country Ghana. So yeah, that is it. Thank you so much for always being part of the family right here. And if you are moving everywhere today, pray for Ghana Blasters for tomorrow Wednesday game against Central African Republic. We cannot be on the World Cup if we don't win that game. So it is a must-win game tomorrow. We don't want draw. I'm just saying that these 2 matches, we need 6 maximum points and a very good scoreline and beating Comoros, because we never beaten them before. But that is another video we're going to be talking about Comoros. So this video is just focused on Central African Republic. Enjoy yourself.